What is your job and how much do you get paid? Master of the Custodial Arts, $17.50/h. Some men just want to watch the world sparkle. Officer on a container ship, work about 6 months out of the year and make about 120K. For the most part my job is looking out a window at some waves. Do you enjoy what you do? If I could go back I think this is what I'd want. But I would imagine work-life balance is awful / having a family if applicable. I do enjoy it, just being on the water is relaxing. It's better as a young single guy not really having any expenses and then being off with no commitments for a few months at a time. I don't plan on doing it forever as having a family would be difficult. Just doing it for enough years to experience things and set myself up early with no debts and maybe a house. Teacher in Zimbabwe, $150 per month. Edit. Thank you guys so much for the messages and awards, feels great to be appreciated. $150 is not enough in Zimbabwe, we're just living by day like birds, political and economic situation is very bad. Edit. Let me give you guys a rough breakdown of my monthly expenses: water bill $20, electricity bill $20, rent $30 per room, groceries / food $60, funeral policy $6 per person, medical aid, can't afford. Kids school fees $120 every 3 months, data $20 for 8 gigabytes, transport $15, car insurance $40 every 4 months. So most of the times one or two things are lagging behind. It's a hard life. Interesting, very different to most people here. How do you find it? You can just type in Zimbabwe in the search bar of Google Maps. I do whatever needs to be done around the warehouse that doesn't require a forklift, $19 per hour. Any reason you don't have a forklift license? If there is no medical reason, seems like a good way to boost your pay rate once experienced. I'm actually in the same position. I'm a still operator, but I do a lot around the plant as long as it doesn't involve forklift. I can get forklift certified anytime I want, but it seems like every time someone gets fired here, it involves a forklift. No thanks. Edit. It's only a 25-cent increase where I work. I work at a recycling plant. I get $35 an hour to stand at a conveyor belt picking out glass. Edit. Should have stated when I wrote the comment that I live in Australia, so that would be $25 roughly. While I have people's attention, I would like to use this platform to ask people to please be mindful of what goes into your recycling bins. Diapers, food and plastic wrappers do not belong in the recycling bin. I have seen videos of people doing that. It's not as easy as you made it sound. LOL, you are humble. Those belts look like they are going super fucking fast and a lot of people do not know how to recycle properly. It also seems like one of those jobs that is literally 8 hours of work. Meanwhile I work like 3 to 5 real hours of work per day. I'm a farmer. My earnings are flirting with the breadline, but I have very little bills and my life is overall very happy and fulfilling. Edit. Thanks for the awards guys. Edit 2, just for context, I'm talking small farm. Olive grove with ancient trees on the side of a mountain, a veggie patch and all sorts of fruit trees and bushes. No, I'm not in the US and I don't receive government subsidies. No, I don't own huge farming equipment. I do have a small oil mill which I love. I don't have a tractor either, it would be useless on terraced land. I sell my products at the farmer's market and to small shops around my area, not to the food industry. Edit 3, my officia view for those interested. It's not much, but it's honest work. I am a paraprofessional in an elementary school. I spend most of my time in a self-contained kindergarten, 5th grade classroom of mostly non-verbal students with autism. Occasionally I float to other classrooms. I make around 20K a year. I love my job, but the pay is insulting. You can mow lawns and make more than that. Uneasy face. I made 45K when I worked as a bank teller. It's just sad to see how poorly teachers are paid. I'm here scouting for jobs with good pay. Me too, not having super reassurance. The real players won't reply here, possibly to avoid any backlash or to avoid seeming braggy. I work in a steel mill that heats steel bars to a certain hardness. I get paid $18 an hour and so far we haven't had anyone die for a year. That's a record. Work for a family of iron foundries. We had our first death in my 11 years here 2 years ago and it was awful. The death itself was not particularly gruesome, but the crap around it was. It was not our employee, it was a temp. He was doing something he shouldn't and was pinned by a casting and had a heart attack before he could be released. We notified the temp agency, who refused to either contact his family or allow us to do the same. We didn't have that information made available to us. They didn't find out until the next day. They are of course our ex-temp agency. The family was rightly super pissed. This just adds to my hatred of temp agencies. UPS package sorter at a warehouse, $22 an hour plus time and a half pay for anything over 5-hour shift in a single day. So for example, one shift is 5 hours. If I work 2 shifts in a row, the second one would be $33 an hour, unlimited overtime too. So if I really wanted to, I could triple shift every day for an entire week. That would be like 15 hours straight every day working though, and get a month's worth of money in a single check. I'm quite small, 120 lbs 51 female, but I was looking into this job. Do you think it's something I'd be able to do? I know that's very subjective, but I guess what I mean is, what's the heaviest you typically have to lift/move? Edit. This is my first highly upvoted/responded to comment, so I appreciate that, lol. More importantly, thank you to everyone who responded so thoughtfully. All of your insight was fantastic and I think I'm going to go for it. Yes, they probably wouldn't have you lifting irregular packages, above 50 pounds. However, the job described above are pretty desirable and people are waiting for this guy to retire to take it. Most people in a UPS hub are part-time. It still comes with good benefits though. EMT 15 per hour. Edit. You guys need to realize, I'm on the high end. 15 per hour is starting wage here, and that's freaking nuts. I seriously met a guy who worked 20 plus years as an advanced EMT over in Tennessee and he was legit making $10.50 an hour. The dude was 48 on, 24 off. Actually, y'all think I'm doing rough? Check out Wildland Firefighters, huh? That's fucking pathetic. You should be making far more for a job like that. I was making $11.30 an hour as an EMT, and that was mid-range in my area. EMS pay is an actual fucking meme. I work at a small tech company doing any random thing they want. I make $90K. Any technical expertise? Google. I'm a bum and get $120 a week donating plasma, but plot twist, I have an interview at the plasma place tomorrow. Edit. I want to thank everyone for the outpouring support in the comments. I'm doing my best to respond to everyone. It's good to know there's nice people out there. Update. I went to the interview. They called and asked to push it back to 3 p.m., which was completely fine as they had gotten their truck in. The interview went well, and I answered the questions as best as I could. They said it would be full-time Monday through Friday 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and every other weekend 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. starting at $13 to $14 an hour. I hope to hear back from them in the next few days, as they mentioned getting my ID, social security card, and high school diploma so they could make copies. I want to thank everyone again for the support and well wishes going into this interview. I appreciate each and every one of you. Much love. Best comment here. Good luck, homie. I like how Reddit is the place where 100K/year and $4 per hour people meet. I think, outside the Chinese restaurant, this is the only place these two groups meet. It's always nice to see the higher paid users appreciate the work of and offer advice to the lower paid users in the same fields, especially when that advice is you're underpaid, do this to fix it. Solidarity among colleagues. CDL truck driver doing roll-off dumpsters for $20 per hour. I'm a roll-off driver too in NYC, but I'm a Teamster member and our contract is $38 an hour and going up to $40 in January. With OT, we get around $130,000 a year plus medical and pension contributions 100% paid by employer. It's a lot harder in NYC, but $20 is low in my opinion. We do a lot of crazy switches where cars are literally parked against the containers and we have to get them out and put the fresh ones in. Speed in the maneuvers is where it's at for us. I never do a 6-way switch if I don't have to. Chain the full box up and pull it out so I can drop the new one in. Usually those switches take me 4 to 5 minutes total. 6 ways are annoying as hell on the busy Manhattan streets. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification. See you on another video. Bye.